You can't make this stuff up, especially in the times that we in now, man. Now I'm an OG, and the stuff that go on today that's normalized now is just weird to me, but it's the world that we live in. You have Cardi B and JT arguing online about whose boyfriend is the gayest or the most LGBTQ, right? They trading barbs, they going back and forth. Now I got a hunch that this is being done and orchestrated by the industry because they got a lot of money spent behind Cardi B and her album was tanking. So they needed some salaciousness. They needed something. They needed some drama, some trauma. They needed people arguing and fighting amongst each other to draw up controversy because in the rap game, controversy sells. So JT, she came out and she said, she made a statement that Cardi B baby father was LGBT. Cardi B came back with a rap diss song called Magnet, and the rap was whack. I mean, it was just totally whack. Bars just right? But for the young people, they don't care nothing about bars. It can be whack. It's just their generation. So a lot of young girls are singing it. Everybody's going crazy. But let's look at what JT said about her boyfriend, right? JT came out and she said, she said Cardi B baby father is a gay man, not because of how he dressed or expressed himself, but because Chris said it out of his mouth. Justice for Chris. I stand with the gays, right? Then somebody said, I hate that when men alleged assault is never taken serious. I'm glad you're speaking up. Then JT said, this is effing nuts and sad. Gay men should be protected. I feel like this isn't being taken gay seriously enough, right? So Cardi B, she got wind of that, right? And she was pissed. So Cardi's comeback was, I want justice for them babies. Your man make you abort every time. Ask what he told me about how he felt when he wanted to see Britt in that courtroom, and she didn't show up. Or do I need to play the audio? And don't let me say what he was saying about Rock Nation, just ungrateful. So this is them going back and forth right now. Now I don't believe that JT really care about the guy Chris. I just think that she's just using that to get at Cardi B because her and Cardi B is going back and forth. Now Chris is the guy she's referring to was supposed to be a friend of Steffon Diggs. Now, they say that Steffon Diggs is a pitcher and catcher. He played for both sides, right? And he's alleging that Steffon did some strange things to him. He was talking to Tasha K in the interview when he said this.
Attempted to have me unalived because of him making a sexual pass at me. It wasn't the sexual pass that frustrated me the most. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down. But it's that power complex of wanting what you want when you want it, feeling like you own the things that you pay.
Him, I guess, allegedly making a pass at you.
Right.
Like, how did that go?
We used to do dumb things like when we went to the strip club, we would take the jelly beans, swap the bag out. You put them in the Skittles. He's offering me candy. I'm really thinking it's on something like, man, you trying to play with me? No, I don't want to do that. Because we've done it before. But now it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, give me a piece. So he gives me a piece of the candy. And what happened to me after that was not what would have occurred if I ate Hershey's, I'll tell you that.
What do you think it was?
I mean, from the side effects of what I felt, I would say maybe in the realm of like ecstasy infused.
So you were aroused?
I was definitely sexually stimulated in ways that I had never been sexually stimulated before. My skin was sensitive to the touch. My eyes are blue. My pupils were so big, my eyes looked black. And I really couldn't explain why I felt that way. My sex drive was through the roof. I'm trying to really pinpoint, what did I do? Shortly thereafter, we ended up in the car, 2-seater Porsche, just us. And I say that to say it's not a lot of space. He talking to me about all the girls that he got in the house. Now, mind you, I was just at the house earlier, so it is a boatload of girls at the house. It's Spanish.
But he only left with you.
He left with me, but at the house, it might be 20 girls.
And you said they were all Spanish?
Spanish girls that barely even spoke English. I don't know if he's shipping them in, shipping them out. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know. So he pulls his thing out and just starts doing the his thing. And as he's doing his thing, I'm like, yo, bro, settle down. Like, what the fuck, you that horny? Like, you can't get yourself together till you get in the house? And as he's touching on himself and feeling on himself and like talking through what he's about to do when he walk in the house and how pretty much basically saying how horny and sexually stimulated he is in like street lingo. Pulls his man out, starts to play with himself. And I'm telling him, yo, bro, keep your composure. I'm trying to laugh it off because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you put that up? Like, what are you doing? And he reach over to me like, man, come on. And he got his thing in his hand. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? And he trying to like laugh and I put that shit up. And he put it up. We get out the car. As we're walking, it's very uncomfortable to talk about. As we're walking toward the door, he put his arm around me and he said, man, come to my room. And he put his, put his tongue in my ear, like doing some weird. Walk into the house, spiral staircase leads directly to his bedroom. He goes up the staircase, I make a right. It's a very long hallway. I speed walk down this hallway, damn near run down this hallway, but not like I'm running for my life. I'm trying to keep things low.
So with that, JT, she took to social media and she started firing shots, like firing off at, at Cardi B and calling her all kinds of names. And Cardi B, she has some things in the chamber as well. But let's first look at what JT was saying. Check it out.
Okay, y'all, I'm busy, but I gotta say one thing. This rat ass. Okay, y'all, I'm busy, but I gotta say one thing. This rat ass, right? This this supposed to be a brim, and she threatening to snitch on somebody because she don't have anything to say about it. That hoe is a loser. Right, no, I got two things to say. So then she said, I'm going to tell Little White Nation what he said. No, not just that. The bitch trying to spread fake tea about abortions when she stood her illiterate ass in front of millions of people and said she stands for pro-choice. Drops bomb. I can't take the dumb serious. I can't take and show me typing those messages or I'm calling the police on your ass for defamation of character because I'm sick of it, ho. And I will be back. And I'm never getting off your. Not this time saying she got my news. Revenge porn? Weird ass. Everybody got your news and they phone. I bet it ain't no glass object up my. I bet it ain't a room full of stripper. Get your crazy ass on, stripper. Talk about somebody's news. Woo!
Now, both of these girls got some real strange, weirdo boyfriends, right? Weirdo boyfriend. Well, I don't know about Cardi, because Cardi B, so-called boyfriend, got like 12 babies on the way at the same time. And he got to do the legend that he done did some strange things to him, right? But you hear JT just, they just airing each other out. Now, both of them make music about, sexually explicit stuff and doing sexually explicit things. But she's alleging that Cardi B was stripping with glass bottles and all up in a twat. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. Now, Cardi, she wasn't going to take this line down. She started firing off and firing back, right? So now she was having an album release for her fans. It was sold out. She was, basically grandstanding and showing off for JT saying, listen, you ain't on my level, right? There's levels to this game. You need to shut up and get back over there in the corner and get behind your boyfriend, right? So she came online and responded to JT by saying,
badass so that everyone know.
Come on, we walk around here. Make some noise for Cardi B.
And I got receipts for days. Nasty ones. I even got ashy news. Ashy ass nudes too. Hold on. Payola? Is that payola? Are these bots? Let me show you what bots look like for the mere green. These bitches show.
Turn this mic on. It's on. It's just it's not loud enough.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? All right, guys. I apologize for being late, but I'm gonna make sure I take a picture with everybody that purchased an album and a CD. Real purchase. No fucking bots, bitch. Real purchase. Real people. Anyways, Tubby, tell them about the tour. Already city's about to be sold out. Pre-sale. Who's gonna see me on tour?
Now Cardi also doubled down because she came back and she made some posts, right, on her Twitter where she said she has some she has some dirt. So she posted up some dirt on JT, some text messages where she said, this is JT. When she said that JT was getting all those abortions and stuff like that, she posted, I don't want to come up there sick and moody. Then you get mad and curse me out. Then I beat you up. It's too much. So this is where she's alleging to say that she's pregnant, right? And then Uzi Vert comes back. I want because I invited you to. I have to work. Come here. I'll come after we leave Miami if we still like each other, right? You think I haven't been through this? To be honest, I love this it. You love me? And then she goes laughing my ass off. You retarded. You make me evil. I don't act like this. Then he said, you mad at me? Yeah. But it's just because you, then it's an emoji with a big belly, right? So it makes you even more moody. One thing about me, I don't show people my feelings ever, right? So this is her showing, this is Cardi showing receipts that she was pregnant. He making her get all these abortions and stuff, right? Then it goes, wait a minute, really turned me on for her. You showed her. No, I didn't. Hold on, so make sure I can see this. This is because she tried to cover it up. You did that to make her feel good. I understand. I go so hard for you. I never would turn on you. I would never turn on you for a nigga ever. Man, Uzi, you broke my heart, right? Then she says, why you pretend to care about me? So this is Cardi B. She's posting up some texts he had in the stash because they used to be friends, right? They was good at one time. So I guess that they was confiding in each other, right? And she's posting this stuff up. But Cardi B, she's been getting a lot of flack from her fans and everybody. Like a lot of the sisterhood was turning against her because of her getting pregnant after just having a baby a year ago. They was like, yo, we don't want to be affiliated with you, man. We don't want to be a part of this. Like, you can't talk all the stuff you talk in your records and then you go out on some sucker stuff, right? So she's been responding online to a lot of the detractors by saying this.
You know what I got to say about me and my personal life and whatever? I understand why people will feel a certain type of way about what I got going on in my life and everything, because I just feel like so many people like expected certain things from me. Like, I think people like wanted me to leave my old relationship and then like be single for like 2 years and then come back out and rich white billionaire and move to Dubai and shit like that, whatever. But that's not me. That's not what's going on in my life right now. However, right now in my life, I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. And I did, and I have my choices. I do choices. Whatever is my choices is my destiny. You know what I'm saying? One day I might be happy. The next year I might not. But you know what? I make that choice, and I'm a grown woman, and I do and it is what it is. But one thing about my choices in life, one thing I don't ever regret is my kids. So I really don't get. To me, my kids is always going to be a blessing.
Now, there's a lot of young girls out there that like to normalize this behavior, but I don't understand how being a baby mom is just, well, you know what? I can't say I don't understand because a lot of us grew up in single mom raised households. So it becomes the norm to you. You just follow the same pattern, right? But then you complain about men. Now, it's your body, your choice. You make the choices of what you do with your body, who you let between your legs. Should a man stay around? Absolutely, but it's still your choice to choose the right man. There's a lot of factors that come into play. Men get blamed, but women get blamed as well. We all get equal blame as to how this problem occurs, right? But she goes out and she gets pregnant again by a man that got like 3 babies on the way. Right? He ain't committed to nothing. And he got these allegations. So sisters from the sisterhood is tired of it and they calling her out. They calling Cardi B to the carpet. Now you have some that's condoning her behavior, but you gotta look at the people that condone that kind of behavior. You gotta look at where they come from, right? And look at what they got going on in their life. But this ain't cool. But this is what some of the sisters are saying.
So let me get this straight. You all came at Nara Smith, who's married, by the way, for being on her 4th child and she's 22. You all drag Russell Wilson for being a good father, stepfather, and most importantly, husband. But y'all got the nerve and the audacity to praise Cardi B for getting pregnant after she just had a baby and is still legally married to Offset. It's almost like being a baby mama is a badge of honor now. Now, I'm not knocking anyone for having kids out of wedlock, but at the same time, that plays a part in why there is so many broken homes, broken, dysfunctional homes. I don't even see women talking about getting married anymore. Kyla Pratt, for example, she's been with her fiance for a long time, and she was asked in an interview if she wanted to get married. And she says, well, I'm just going to wait on that. You know, I don't want to get married to a divorce. It seems like women are just kowtowing to the fact that you don't have to get married. I'm not saying you have to get married. You do what you got to do, but don't you want to try? It seems like everybody's just laying down and getting up. Folks they just met. Then a month later, I'm pregnant. And people ask me all the time, you're 34, you don't have any kids? Yeah, you're damn right, because I don't want to have a kid with just anybody. We live in a world now where people desperately seek validation from relationships. Cardi B hasn't even given herself any time to at least catch her breath. Now, whether this was a tactic to piss off Offset, first of all, you don't harm yourself trying to prove a point. Because who's to say that you and Steffon are going to be together in the next year or so? Then it'll be a big blow up, just like, and then we got to sit here and rally with you and support you like we had to do with Offset. Then it'll be Cardi and Offset part 2, just with Steffon. I mean, honestly, it's okay to be single. And I know we live in a generation now where single equates to miserable. Sometimes being single and finding your inner peace and healing is the best gift that you can give to yourself. Because when you do, you will know the kind of partner that you want, and most importantly, the kind of partner that you need. Sometimes you have to give yourself a moment to catch your breath. That's it. But on the flip side, I know she's going to have a cute baby.
And this is why I tell you young people, do not get caught up with these athletes, entertainers, and all this kind of stuff, because they manufacture fake beefs just in order to sell records while having you at the same time thinking that this is real life and you go out to imitate it, emulate it. It's not okay. It's not cool, right? She got all these kids by Offset, what she was married to. She's still married to him, went out and had a baby by another man that's having multiple children. This goes against y'all narrative when y'all complain about these men. A lot of these men online that create these narratives about you black women and say that the certain type of men that you choose, and then you say that that's not true. Well, Cardi B is actually uplifting that narrative, right? There's a bunch of men. She could have waited. Why did you feel the need to go out? What you felt like you was getting back at Offset? Now some people say, well, she ain't black. Well, this is the thing. Some women say she ain't black, but now because she's doing things to offend black women, now she ain't black, because there was a lot of black women that was arguing with me saying she's Afro-Latino, right? Until she does something to offend you guys, right? To me, bad behavior is bad behavior, period. And she's going through something now with another black woman, so a lot of black women are taking JT's side because it's a black woman. I just need, especially for our community, we need to find a standard and stick to it. What's okay and what's not okay, right? What's okay and what's not okay. But all I'm saying is, for FBA, for black folks, stay away from this stuff, man, because they manufacture this stuff to socially engineer you guys. I do these videos. I really can care less about either one of them. But I do these videos because I know that this is where your attention are. And I can give you the message. Do not follow these people at all. Right? This is not the way, but they sell this idea and they sell this out to you guys to make you think it's decent. That's why if you scroll through the comment sections, you can see people arguing back and forth, taking sides for what? All y'all taking sides to which side of debauchery you gonna side with? Come on, man. They got you socially engineered. They programming you to be stupid. To be stupid. Both of these women take part in debaucherous behavior. Did y'all see their boyfriends? Did you see the type of music and culture that they celebrate? Stuff that you wouldn't even want your kids to be around or indulge in, right? So why would you defend something that you yourself wouldn't even want to indulge in? So that's what I'm saying. Do you want to sleep with a man that walks around with a purse and makeup on and he claimed to be straight? Now, listen, for LGBT family, if you're gay, you're gay. I'm not even speaking to you guys, because especially the ones that live your life out in the front. I don't have a problem with y'all. I'm not homophobic. I don't have a problem with that. I'm talking about the ones that act like they're straight men parading around, parading around like this and wanting to get the benefits of the LGBT community but don't want to be a part of it. The LGBT, you guys should be offended by that. They don't want the stones and stuff that's thrown at them and all the things you guys got to go through, but they want the benefits from everything. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all, as women, straight women, you want to lay with a man like that? So how is this even decent? So that's all I'm saying, man. I hope it makes sense to some of y'all. Man, if you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.